Hi guys, welcome back to Your Nifty Guy, where we don't predict, we prepare. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know about Nifty 50 for tomorrow, key levels, possible trade setups, and the market psychology, all in a simple, no-nonsense way. Let's get straight to the charts. But before we start the analysis part, sincere request, in case if you guys like the way put out the daily Nifty analysis as well as with the trade plans, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your trading friends and communities that you might be a part of, as well as do not forget to put down anything that you might have to say in the comments box, be it feedback, be it uh, criticism. I am open to both. In case of any questions related to the stock market or intraday trading setups that I use, put them down as well in the comments box. I'll be answering to the best of my abilities. And let's just start with the video. As usual, the video will be divided into two parts. First will be how we traded today's market versus what we had planned yesterday, and the second will be the plan for tomorrow. So let's get started. Today was the expiry. In case if you guys traded the expiry today, please let me know in the comments box how was the expiry for you guys. The first trade of the day for me was extremely simple, and it was the same as the trade that we took last 2 days. So this was the trade that we took on the 15th, which was this double bottom formation around here, the break of which we get a good trade. Second was around yesterday, and the third was around here, same today, which was the same psychology. This low was protected. Market again gave a pullback, but then above this it went up. This was a very small trade. Uh, in the 5 minutes candle, I entered around here and I closed it around here, right? It was very minuscule, almost cost to cost, but nonetheless, we need to take action on all the setups that are forming in the market as per the setups that we use. And the reversal double bottom pattern is one which I take very seriously, and this is where I had entered. The markets went all the way high. It was in good profits, but then because the closing came in poor, I had closed the position. If I would not have, I would have stuck to the original SL. I would have eventually got the target at least 1:1, which I always target in all my trades. But because the key price action of today was on the negative side, and this was a contra trade, I decided to book it near the cost and not go let a winning position ultimately go back into losses. This was the only trade that I had taken. There were a short trade around here, uh, but I did not participate in that because I was looking at the open interest chart, and the OI, the call OI was very strong around 25,200, and I was anticipating in case the expiry trade that I usually look at is in case if we break this level, 25,200 we sustain above that, we can see a good short covering rally. And that was the reason I was not looking at the uh, trade on the downside. But nonetheless, the call writers were extremely strong today, with uh, the bears ultimately pushing the markets and giving us a close near the day's low. So this was it for today. I hope you guys traded well. You guys traded with your emotions being well in control. And I hope you guys traded in the next week's expiry. This particular trade that I had taken, I am pretty sure that if I would have taken it in today's expiry, this would have been in some loss for me, not just in cost to cost. It would have been in loss for me. And just because I had traded it in the next week's expiry, I could manage to get exited at cost to cost. So I hope you would have paid heed to it. Now, the plan for tomorrow. The market is again kind of looking weak. So right now, again, see, we might see some sideways price action as well because there is a resistance on top and there are supports near the bottom. So might be will again consolidate around these levels for the time being. That is something which the market will show us when the price action happens. Will not be predicting anything. We'll be simply waiting for the markets to give us the direction, and then we'll trade it accordingly. But as of now, we have not broken up above this particular level. We have again today uh, the candle closing as per the three candlestick rules that we follow. The high is lower than yesterday's high. The low is lower than yesterday's low, as well as we have got a closing which is lower than prior low, right? So on the daily time frame, the bias is negative. On the 75 minutes time frame, this is the time frame which I use opt for a higher time frame analysis. And just a second, guys, the internet is acting a bit up. So this was the if you guys can see this particular line that we had drawn on our chart, this was a double top formation on a higher time frame, which is well broken right now. I don't know. Just a second, guys. Okay, sorry for the brief pause. I switched the internet connection to another server, but I think it's still acting up. Yeah, it's fine now. So as you can see, this is the low that we had marked yesterday in the video, that this is an important low for us. And if we are going back below this, this is kind of a double top formation around here. And we are still below the key resistance level, so it will make much more sense. And then this is a valid level. For tomorrow, I will be deleting this. I will be deleting this. Any further levels? No, absolutely perfect. Tomorrow, one simple trade, absolutely. We are below this. If we open flat, go back below this, we are short, right? One trade setup that I always focus on when there are days like this, when we close near the day's high or near the day's bottom is, or near the day's top is, in case of a bearish red candle around here at the start of the day, say for example, we get a flat opening or a slightly gap up opening, and then we get a bearish candle, which gives us a closing below this particular low. And then not too later on in the day, but pretty soon, if we go back above this, this is where I will plan a long entry. This is simple, a trap setup wherein people who would have just understand the psychology part of it, people who would have missed this particular downfall. Like I did not trade this particular down move which came in. And it was a good, decent trade that could have been done. Out of FOMO, I might enter into short position at the open tomorrow. There will be multiple people who do not plan their trades. They simply jump onto trades. Either they would have got some tip, or just because seeing the closing or the move which they have missed, people will be jumping on around here. And there will be fresh people who would be adding on to their positions once this day low is taken out. And once the market moves up above this particular high, all their SLs will be triggered, which can lead to some momentum on the upside. And that is what I am looking to capture. This will be a trade in smaller quantities and with a very strict SL. If the market triggers my SL, I will not be waiting in hope. I will be taking the stop loss, as well as I will be trailing it very, very tightly. Slight chances of reversal in once the trade goes into my favor, I will be booking the profits ASAP, right? So I hope this plan is very clear. This can happen only in the morning, and in case if it happens, this can be used as a small scalping trade. People who are not used to scalping, stay away from this particular trade because this is a risky bet and a risky trade. This can be a good trade around here. For any long entry, I will wait for this particular swing high to be taken out. Above this, I will be planning a long trade. Mm, Just a second. Now, if we are to quickly, guys, just a second, okay? So we have actually formed a from this particular swing, we formed this swing. Okay, this level will still hold true for us. So needless to say, below this particular level, we are definitely short. In case if we get some good price action around this levels, this is where we can plan to take a long position. So this will be the short and simple trade setup for tomorrow. Markets are acting a bit weird, and that is not acting a bit weird. Actually, this might be just a sideways range again, in which we might be stuck for some days before we decide on the next move. The reason I have already explained at the start, we are in between supports and resistances, and that is the reason why markets might act up. But nonetheless, we will not be the one who is going to predict what is going to happen. We will be simply planning our trades, and we will be taking in those trades and with proper risk management and position sizing once the market gives us our setup, right? So this is your Nifty guy signing off for today. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys again tomorrow post the market. Cheers.